remember when I was in elementary school and some of my older cousins were getting their driver's licenses and graduating and going off and living on their own and things like that. And I remember thinking, wow, how cool is that? They get to go off and do whatever they want. They have all that freedom. That would be awesome. I can't wait for that to happen to me. Well, eventually it did. I got older. I got my driver's license. I graduated from high school, went to college, got married, all those things, and got older. And I had a lot of freedom. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good parts to that. But there's also a lot of responsibility that comes with growing up and getting that kind of freedom. And there's also a lot of mistakes. Yeah, because we mess it up pretty good, and I have definitely done that myself. Today's story is a story about independence and a story of messing up and a story of a second chance. Jesus tells a parable about a man and a son. And the son gets tired of living under dad's rules probably or something like that. And he goes to him one day and he makes this big request. He says, hey, I want my inheritance now. I want the share I'm supposed to get when you die, and I want it now. And amazingly, the dad says, okay, you can have it. And so he gives him the money. And the son moves away. He goes away and he says, I'm going to live life like I've always wanted to live it. And so he does. He goes off and he starts to party. He starts to have all kinds of fun and he's spending money like crazy. And then the money runs out. The money runs out. It runs out at a really bad time. The economy is tanked. And so this dude is like, now what? I got to find a job. And the only job he can find is feeding pigs for a farmer. That's not very good at all. But it's so bad that he is so hungry at this point that he's watching what the pigs are eating and he's going, man, I wish I could eat those things. I wish I could have what the pigs are eating. Talk about rock bottom. He's at the bottom of it all right. And he realizes, you know what, my father's servants, they're doing way better than I'm doing right now. I should just go home. If I go home and say, hey, can I be a servant? Maybe my dad will let me do that. And at least I'll be eating better than I am right now. So he goes home and he finds his dad waiting for him, looking for him. And it's not what you think. It's not a dad's looking because he's mad and he's going to chew me out and tell me where to go or whatever. No, dad is looking for him because dad wants him to come home. And so when he finally comes home, dad runs out and he greets him and he hugs him and he forgives him. And he says, son, I'm glad you're back. We're going to throw a big party for you because you were lost and now you are found. This son thought he was going home just to maybe become a servant again if he was lucky. But he goes home to find forgiveness. And he goes home to find that he is still a son. We humans sure love our independence, don't we? We want to be on our own, do things the way we want to do them. But we're also very good at messing that up. This story really shows that about this son who got the independence, messed it up royally. But it also shows us about God. God is a God that's like a father who is looking for us to come home. No matter where we've been, no matter what we've done, no matter how much we have royally messed it up, God is hoping that we come home. God is waiting for us to come home. And when we do, we find forgiveness. We find God who goes, you're my kid. I want you back here. I want to take care of you. Pretty cool story today. We hope you'll join us next week on Summer Shorts.